Light is on. They stand. Short-priced favourite, Outback Jack. Starter said go. He was one of the last of them away and is going to ease straight back as No Surrender heads straight for the top. No Surrender led them through the first 150. Now McGruddy presses on actually after being wide there. He wanted to sum up the early situation here on this favourite, and he's going to roll forward now and sit up outside of No Surrender. There's Your Trouble was able to posse up on the inside next from Chicklet, and dropping out last of all is Sunny Bill, the rank outsider. And so as they head towards the 1,000 metre mark, and Pateman has No Surrender in control over the hot pot, Outback Jack. Over on the inside, there's Your Trouble occupying third spot. On its outside is Little Chicklet, then a length and a half to Sunny Bill, who's only 3.5 off the pace. No Surrender in control, dictating terms as they work along the side of the course. Down by the 700, and the leader No Surrender, 3/4 of a length in front, running second here on the outside. Outback Jack, they're being followed over on the inside by There's Your Trouble, hemmed away from Chicklet, who's following the hot pots every move. This leader's still travelling well. In fact, he had Outback Jack off the bridle here at the 450, and back there last is Sunny Bell. So No Surrender comes towards the home corner in front, led at the 350 by a length and a half on Outback Jack, now being called upon as Chicklet comes around his heels. There's Your Trouble, gets up on the inside. No Surrender past the 200. Chicklet's gone up, joined it now, getting a little tight inside of those. Then is Outback Jack, who's gone, and Chicklet's going to pull away and win easily. Chicklet goes on to score from No Surrender. Third of Bob of the Heads, Outback Jack, probably just a nose in front from There's Your Trouble, but there won't be much in it for third. And last of all, and back there last right from the word go, was Sunny Bill. Number 4, Chicklet, has scored, and the favourite scrambles into third placing. Number 4, Chicklet, is home up to the 1600. Joe as a party followed Outback Jack every inch of the race, and then got off its heels. Outback Jack just got a little squeeze as Chicklet went past it to join No Surrender, but he was off his feet there at that stage of the race and was pretty much out of commission, and Chicklet has run over the top by Tavistock from Rathlin Island, owned by Killarney Park, and trained by Dan and Ben Pearce. Joe as a party in the saddle has scored from No Surrender, which had Outback Jack come off the bridle at the 500 metre mark. No Surrender by Universal Ruler from Dark Attack, Darren McAuliffe, Mitch Pateman. Outback Jack will be third home. Number 1 by Outreach from Anna Moore, S.J. Miller and Sean McGruddy. 1:38.21 the time, 2 lengths, a length and a half margins, 36.73 the sectional. Race 2 at 2:14, 3 and 7 are out. Phoenix of Wit come a little bit closer, and Stephen Parnham's on number 4, Temptation, here in the next. Let's go back to the yard now. We'll catch up with Brittany joining us after this victory of Chicklet, the Tavistock filly, home for the second time in 6 career runs.
I have Dan Pearce down here in the yard, and Dan, there isn't an awful lot of her in terms of looking at her in the yard, but gee, she has plenty of heart.
Yeah, no, she's only tiny, but yeah, she's got a lot of ticker.
Tell us about the story about how you acquired her.
Yeah, well, when we were over there with Angelic Ruler, we met some guys and wanted to send us her over. She's got a good pedigree, and try and get some black type with her. So yeah, it nearly worked. We could run 4th in the size produce with her, and yeah, so we can look for it now.
Now that you've seen what she's been able to do you envisage that you will be able to get that black type on her in the future?
Possibly, and as she starts to stretch out in distance, that's probably going to help her as well. And it was nice to see her run through the line there and run away from them. So by Tavistock, she has got a pedigree to run out a bit of a trip. So so that'll certainly help her.
From what you see behind the scenes, is she a horse that you think will be able to get further, not just on what she's shown here today, but heart rates and whatnot behind the scenes?
I think so. She gets herself a little bit wound up, but that's pre-race and post-race. But in the run, we took the shades off today, and she settled beautifully and showed a really good turn of foot and run through the line strongly. So I couldn't see why not.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Dan Pearce there after the victory of Chicklet. Blinkers came off today, settled nicely, and Joey had a whole lap full of horse on the corner and elected to put her into the race. And She's always been a horse that's ran through the line really nicely, Scott, but that was a nice performance to see her do that at her first start at a mile. She's obviously bred to get further, so it was good to see her do that. And you can just see just how small and lightly framed she is. There's just not a lot of her, but certainly doesn't stop her from running. That was a really nice performance.
Certainly was, Britain, as we saw on with vintage stock on the weekend. As Paddy Carberry said, some of the Tavistock just take a little bit of time, and hopefully she'll only get better and better with maturity and, well, not size, Britt, but she's probably just going to get older. But here's Jo Azzopardi. Jo, the blinkers came off today. Helped?
Yeah, she nearly settled too good with the blinkers today. Like, the pace was pretty strong. Had a lovely track into the race behind the favourite. Like I said, just with those blinkers off today, she really settled well. And once she got balanced up, she ran through the line nice and strong. Looks
like she's only going to get better and better.
Yeah, she really gave me the feel like she's definitely looking for further now with those blinkers off. And if she can finish off like that at the end of 2000, I think she's definitely a stud day in her, and hopefully a black type race down the track.
Bit of a quiet day for you. Sakaria in the last. What are your expectations there?
Yeah, her last one was a little bit disappointing. I'd just like to see her bounce back from that a little bit. Each way chance, I think.
Congratulations, Jo. Good luck in the last.
Thank you. Cheers.
Chiclet takes out race number 1, and we're having bets in the yard here on how much she weighs. Dan Pearce is going to chuck her on the scales out the back to let us know exactly that, but it was a good effort today. She carried 56 kilos at her first start at a mile and defeats No Surrender to take out the Tap Touch Better Your Bet handicap.